Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday. Welcome to Monday Sucks. I'm Jack Bigadoo, and as always, I'm here with my estimate highest ranked member of the Monday Sucks team, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Tim Man. What's up,
Dude,
buddy?
you always have the best introductions for me, man. What's going on, man? How the heck are you?
Oh man, I'm here. I'm out here. Uh, one problem at a time, one bourbon at a time,
There you
one
go.
issue at a time.
I think it's the best way to handle life. I mean, that's definitely been my approach lately.
Much easier.
Yeah,
I mean, much
God,
easier.
yeah, way
Let me
easier.
let me see if I can get us on Instagram.
Yeah,
What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to Monday Sucks. Tim and I are here everywhere, right? Tim, are you about to join us on
I'm
IGG so
clicking
the
on it
people
right
can be
now.
there?
I'm clicking on it right now.
And
Let's turn this
it's Monday
volume down.
Sucks. We're here. If you're here,
There it is.
thank you for joining. We appreciate you. Tim is gonna jump on,
There we go.
and we can get this show started. How was your week, bud?
Um, if I'm being perfectly honest, it
Mm-hmm.
was long and stressful.
Whoa,
Yeah,
long and stressful. That always
long,
is
long.
seem to be the how things are going really. I think it's just a moment thing. Long and
Uh,
stressful.
I'm thinking that you're pretty spot on with that because yeah, I don't plan to keep living in this moment for that. That's for
Yeah,
sure. I
no,
like living in
no,
moments. Don't get me wrong. Living in
yeah,
moments is great, but not this one. Not this
no.
one.
One thing, I have to remind myself the best saying a friend of mine, an older friend of mine, used to have is there's never been a night without a day. So while you're
Mm,
walking in the night, just remember that you there is a day that is coming. So as long as you keep north and you keep true to yourself while you're walking through the dark, eventually you're just gonna walk into the day. That's what keeps me going. I just tell myself I'm either climbing or I'm in the night because I'm
yeah.
lost.
Oh
I
yeah.
can only rely on my faith and the people that truly want to see me succeed to push me further to be able to get on the road because it can get lonely sometime. It does get lonely sometime, and when you're going through something, you think you're going through it alone, but a lot of people are here to support you, and the
Right.
same way as there's a bunch that are just here to use you and abuse you. So
Ain't it the truth? How are you? How's your week going? How have you been?
it's Monday. This
Okay.
weekend have mainly been about making sure I rectify my gutter situation, make sure that the water damage that I have is verified and set forth. When I visited one of them small little gems that you don't know about, those restaurants that you hear about a chef and then you just go, there's no way in the middle of nowhere I'm just gonna find this amazing thing, and then you realize that you just go and your mind is blown. Your mind is pretty much blown because you're like, oh my god, in the middle of this village of this small population, how is it possible that I have
Hmm.
all these people, uh, all this amazingness? A trained chef that being all around the world decided to settle there just to spend time with his own family. So
That's awesome.
yeah, but it's Monday. Mondays usually are rough, work wise, on anything wise. So, what are you guys drinking? I'm not sure what I'm gonna start with. Uh, I thought about
I'll show you what I'm starting with.
what are you starting with?
My good old friend, Eight and Sand.
Okay, never seen
This
that bottle
is
before.
this is a Kentucky MGP exclusive. It's bottled, it's distilled and bottled by MGP, just for Kentucky.
Okay, okay. What's the name?
Eight and Sand.
Eight and Sand. Okay,
Go out and grab yourself a bottle. It's around 20, 25 bucks. 88 proof, non-chill filtered. I don't remember the age statement on it, but it is dang tasty. Very, very tasty. Tim Literal asked if we are both
No,
from
I
Omaha.
answer
Oh,
to him.
okay, there he is.
Yeah.
Nope, just Jack. Jack's the only one from Omaha.
I think I'm gonna start with something easy tonight.
Oh, okay.
Balvenie 14-year Caribbean cask.
Just something easy.
Yeah, something.
My it's funny. My easy is 88 proof, non-chill filtered, NAS, and your easy is 14-year-old Scotch.
14. No, 4 is one of those things where what do you call it? Just for me, Balvenie 14 years probably one of those.
How's it going, buddy?
Things that I actually know that I can actually drink. But you,
I'm glad other people are calling you out on it too. Something easy.
Yes. But no, because think about it. I drink usually cask strength. I'm drinking usually things that are quite expensive in a way. So I usually like to start when I say I'm starting easy is because I'm starting with something that's readily available. Anybody?
Wait.
Oh my god! Calm down. Balvenie 14 will not qualify as an expensive bottle at all. It's literally everywhere. I feel like most people don't look for
500 bottles behind you, and you're saying, "Yeah, it's not an expensive bottle."
Yeah, again, Balvenie 14 is not an expensive bottle. It's actually one of the most affordable. Yeah, you see, somebody say Balvenie 14 is as easy as it gets. Yeah. It has all the spice you need from a single malt. It was aged in rum casks, so you get all the rum flavor, and it's available literally in any store.
That it is.
Yeah. So
that it is.
Speaking of stores, we have to have a conversation about how the pains that store owners go through. Because I was talking to this a couple store owners, and each state is kind of different, but is the things that if you're a store owner here, put an F in the chat if you're a store owner. But let's start with store owners. Okay. For some people they're heroes, and some people they're enemies, right? But I wonder, on a consumer standpoint, if we understand what store owners, especially small little, mom and pop store owner, go through for us to be able to acquire bottles that we acquire from them. That is something I want to talk about, because I feel like some store owners get a bad rap. And again, it comes to so many level of bad rap, because somewhere I ask myself, let's start with the obvious one. Number one, overpricing their bottles. Let's the elephant in the room that makes all store owners pretty much enemy number one. Okay. Is it fair to give the benefit of the doubt? And I'm playing devil's advocate here. Is it fair to give a benefit of the doubt to a store owner to go, maybe that's how much he can sell that bottle to make profit?
Man, I don't know. I have a
because you for example, you've worked for a small operation and a big operation before.
Oh yeah.
Right. So
I've seen both sides of it.
Correct. And you also a consumer. But
yes.
I know that the rap and I'm going very unorthodox here, because the rap is usually it's to trash the store owner. You're taking money from us. You're trying to charge us 6 or 5 times this bottle. But truly, can we at least say that there may be store owners, if I'm playing devil's advocate, that need to sell those bottles at that price to be able to recoup?
Maybe. And I will tell you this: there's a store right down the street. I can walk out my front door and do this and look down the street, and he sells his stuff for what I will call local secondary, and he has to. And here's the reason he has to. He's a little tiny. Thank you, appreciate you. He's a little tiny, in the neighborhood liquor store.
Okay.
Who I would say probably stays afloat. Let's put this in quotations too. Probably stays afloat because of the people that support him in the community. So he doesn't get allocations for cool bottles. So he has to go and buy them for secondary and then resell them in his store for secondary or for extra secondary.
Okay.
So yes, if he wants to have cool people, he wants to have cool bottles and have people come to his store, he wants to be a destination. That's how he has to do it. That's the only way he's going to be able to do it, living in this neighborhood and having a liquor store.
All right. Because here's one thing that happened. I was talking to a store owner, and I heard this before, and I thought it was a joke. The requirement for store owners of scraps they need to buy before they're allowed to actually buy things that are quote unquote allocated, right? Allocated. It baffled me.
It's pretty wild.
So the question always comes in mind as, does distributor pass their time screwing over store owners so they can sell more and be profitable? Or who came up with that theory, right? We know obviously if you know anything in the liquor industry, there is a 3-tier system in every liquor industry. It goes from the distillery to the distributor to the retailer. But the retailer being the bottom of the line, or they end up being the most screwed in this equation.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. The 3-tier system is terrible for the consumer, but it's also, if you think about it and really break it down, this is the way it's kind of got to be. You know, because now you're putting, if we got, let's say for a second, we got rid of the 3-tier system, okay? So now every distillery is in charge of getting distribution out. That's a whole nother department that they now have to put time, money, and effort into that they weren't having to do before.
Agreed.
So it's gonna completely change the process. And guess what? In the end, it's still gonna be priced the way it is. It's not gonna get cheaper prices. It's still gonna be. The only thing that it might change is maybe store owners won't have to buy a whole pallet of Fireball just to get a Buffalo Trace allocation.
And that's the point that might be I'm coming to.
Exactly.
That's
that might
the point
be the
I'm
only
coming
thing
to.
that would be different.
Who is making the math here? Right? Because all they're trying to say here is that small store owners, right? But here's also another thing. The rumor or the normalization of, we need you to buy 20 pallet of Fireball and Whitley vodka, or this and this, that, a Sazerac product. So when allocation come, we'll open the door for you to get more quote unquote allocated bottle, right? That's kind of the rule in stores. The more you purchase low end stuff from a brand, the more you actually get the opportunity to actually get allocated stuff. That's the rule. But here's where that rule fails. If that's the case, it means that mom and pop stores that are in the hood should get more allocated bottles.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Here's where I have a problem with distributors and the bullshit rule that they make in each of their state, or the rule they make. Because I've worked at a gas station that is on the north side of town, which means that because of the population median household income, what literally is consumed is all low end stuff, vodka, a Fireball, Jim Beam, Parmesan, all these small things that people are buying. But never a day in my life I walked to a hood store, which I actually did this experiment with 3 hood store that I know the owner of that sell way more low end stuff. And I say, hey, next time your distributor come here, ask him with all the shit you purchase, right? Ask him if he can get this, and this. What do you think all three store told me?
Nope, sorry, come again.
Oh no, he's not available.
Yep. Try next time.
Correct. So if you're making a certain market buy all the crap that you want them to buy, which is a normal consumption at that market, that means that your rule is also discriminatory against the people that actually live in those areas. Because as a distributor, you're telling stores that, oh, you need to buy 20 cases of vodka for me to give you 1 bottle of Pappy. But then you look at the store owner and go, oh, this guy's a schmuck. He won't know anything about Pappy. How about I just leverage this bottle of Pappy to the other store that is on the west side, on the rich side of the family, because you know that people will want it there and then sell it then. So I want to call out the bullshit of those distributors. I want to call out the bullshit on the distributing system, because I feel like distributors are the asshole of the community. They're the one who actually push people to make not so smart decisions, especially if you have state like Florida, where you can actually go and buy something like a barrel pick. And because of the distribution system, another store can go and order your barrel pick to put at their store.
Yep.
What type of wild, wet, Amazonian forest, African
it's true, man.
Shit going on here?
But that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes with anything, though, too. If like my distributor comes and I'm spinning through his little tablet, I'm looking at stuff. I'm like, oh, what's this? What's going on here? Oh, well, that belongs to so and so. Okay, but it's in your system. I'm looking at it. It says I can order it. Let me order the rest. It's shitty. It's super, super shitty. And yes, there's I'm sure that there's checks and balances to that too. But no, still, at the end of the day,
that's the wild west there. I feel like distributors have, unless they are in a state control, in a alcohol state control, then at that time, obviously, the way the move is a little different. But when you're in a state like my state, Nebraska, you're like, are you kidding me? If you're telling me that for me to get a case of, what do you call it? A case of, you need me to buy a case of 15,000, I don't know, bottle of this. So at the end of the year, I can get this. That means if I go and open my store in a place where my consumption is only all the things you want me to buy or sell, you should be able to actually get me all the Pappies, all the things that I need. But you go to state where the distributor are now pigeonholing stores, and you have states where the store can't even have their own barrel pick. Remember the story that happened with the Smoke Wagon barrel pick?
Oh yeah.
Remember the story that happened. At the end of the day, it literally turned into creating enemies, turning people against themselves, but not providing the consumer what they really need. Because if we have to actually say, buy 20 cases of vodka for you to get Pappy, that means every store in the hood should get Pappy. Every single store in the hood should get Pappy. Because you have the mom and pop shops that are here selling only the what do you call it? The vodka of the word, the fifth, all the things that low income, middle median income household are doing. So I want this distributor to stop lying. That's the best way to stop lying, and just said we are playing favorite.
The thing is, though, it's happening across the board, whether it's distributor or store owner or big box store. It's literally happening across the board. You can go in to any store I'm talking about big time now. Okay,
Mhm.
we're gonna move. I'm gonna slightly shift because I want to come back to this. I'm gonna slightly shift into big store. You could go into a big store and say, "Hey, do you have any of product X?" And it could have just came in on the truck, and say, "No, sorry, we don't have that." Like their goal is to lie to the consumer on a regular basis because they either have something planned for it, or they don't want to put it out, or they don't want it to mess up their numbers, or whatever. Right? It's super frustrating, and it's what turns the consumer, and it just angers the consumer, and they just think that you're lying to them all the time. Period.
Correct.
The best way to handle this across the board would be, yes, I have this product. No, I can't sell it to you because of reason.
X, Y, and Z.
Insert here. It would change so much. I feel like it would probably cut down a little bit people overpaying for things and people
Somewhere.
going out of somewhere, right?
So that's what I'm saying is that you talk to store owners that want to be, honest with you, and you go to them, you go, okay, can you explain to me why you decided to price this bottle that is MSRP at $99 to sell it at $3.99, right? And the person will look at you and say, did you know what I had to go through to get that bottle? And then you go, no. Being a novice, it's like, oh, I had to buy 3 cases of Fireball that you still see in that corner there that is not done yet. I had to get this, and that before my distributor let me get that. So by the time I'm done selling all this crap here that they want me to buy before I can get this, I'm losing money. It's spending right there. I'm losing money.
Sure.
So you want to support me? Either you come every day and buy 20 or 5 Fireballs so I can make money, or you can spend the $3.99 to get the bottle that you really want.
They got to make the money back somehow.
Correct. What's up, Steven? So you have to understand that at a certain point, yes, there is greedy store owners. Yes, there is online retailers that are charging you an arm and a leg. But that's because somewhere those retailers are saying, you don't know whose ass I has to kiss to get what you want. You don't know the things I had to struggle with to be able to get that bottle. So guess what? I'm not going to sell you at MSRP. I'm going to sell it to you plus my profit. So is it really stores that are screwing us over? Or is it because distributors being the middlemen? Because I don't see this theory being the distillery going, oh, for us to actually release our bourbon to you, distributor, we need you to get also our vodka. I don't think that's how it works. Otherwise, there was never going to be any barrel picks.
Sure.
So, like Jake was saying.
So how do we? Here's the thing, though. Okay, how do we explain prices like this?
Let me see. What's the price?
Pappy Van Winkle 23 year, $6,000. Pappy Van Winkle 20 year.
Oh no
$4,000.
No, but Tim, here's what I'm saying. I'm not refusing that there are seriously people coming on today to actually steal from people, right?
I don't disagree with you.
I don't disagree with that.
I'm curious how we got to an old Rip Van Winkle 25 year on CaskCartel.com.
Oh yeah, but
for $38,000. Why are we there? Why is that the era of where we're at now? That's my real question.
The reason why we are there is because someone somewhere during an auction or bourbon auction decided to pay $38,000 to get a bottle of Pappy.
It's wild, man. It's freaking wild. I don't get it.
Melanie, thank you.
Thank you, Melanie. Appreciate you. We are way past the wine territory, by the way.
Correct.
We are. I don't know where we are right now when it comes to spirits. for secondary cost, auction cost.
And his trace was looking very survival. Was looking very survival of the fittest. Yeah, yeah. The justification by the consumer to spend a certain amount of money has made it almost impossible for the average consumer to want to consume anything, which brings us to MGP, right? MGP wouldn't have been as successful as they are today. I'm the professor. Thank you.
Thanks, Professor.
The MGP wouldn't have been where it is today if the regular stock of all the regular consumption of legendary, or I say, older brand that are there have not dwindled into excuse my French, but a dick swinging contest, right? So MGP now is taking the lead, and people have no problem, right? Literally have no problem at all spending the money on MGP. We've interviewed a couple MGP.
The secondary market for MGP isn't super high either, but more people are holding on to things. Great example. I'm trying to get a second bottle of I can see it over there. I can see the bottle. The Volstead. Trying to get a second bottle of the Volstead.
The Remus.
Of the Remus. And I can't, even though like secondary, they think they're only going for like 300, which was like $100 over retail, which I still think.
Yeah, the Volstead was 169 is what I bought mine.
I bought mine for 200.
Okay, yeah,
but still, nobody's letting go of them.
But why?
They're not, because it's really good stuff. Like it's quality whiskey.
I never actually had it, even though I have a bottle.
The amount of times that I bring up a whiskey, and thank you, Highlander, appreciate you, buddy, that I bring up a whiskey and I hear, I have one of those and I've never opened it. Just makes me want to.
But here's the thing. So
let's go.
Here's the reason why.
Okay.
Why do I have bottles that I haven't opened?
Because of FOMO.
I did my research on the bottle. Right? I did my research on a bottle. I know what is made of. I know what is it should taste like. I know that will fall under my profile. I'll buy it. Now, am I gonna enjoy it right away? Probably not, because I still have bottles that I need to finish. But one day I will open that one and try it. But that's because I know what it's made of. I know the composition. They're pretty. I think Volstead is very, very Remus is very, very transparent, which
they are
in the bottle.
They really are.
Exactly
they really are
what you're getting. So, but all the MGP rise right now, I think MGP, the fact that legacy brands have opened the door for the secondary to actually be ridiculous, the rise of MGP just happened naturally. Well, for somebody to take a Smoke Wagon of the world, or a Blue Run of the world, or hell, my favorite MGP, Barrel. Barrel is my all-time favorite MGP. People don't understand. Speaking of that, let me pick up my Barrel 15. I love my Barrel. It's usually my favorite MGP, and that's the first time I actually had MGP, and I said, "Amen, amen."
That's a damn good bottle.
Amen.
That might be the best thing that I drank. When was the first release? 2019.
2019.
That might be the best thing I drank of 2019. That thing is damn good. I don't trust any other drinker who doesn't enjoy the bottom shelf beauties. If you only drink or collect, if you only collect, you're not about the life. Hey, I deal with those kind of people every day. They go, "Hey, looking for a bottle." Do you drink? And they go, yeah, I collect. I was like, do you collect a drink? No, I just collect. I was like, you're talking to the wrong person. Can't help you. Unless you want to drop a couple $1,000s. Can't help you.
But yeah, Barrel, my favorite MGP. And they did also an amazing job bringing on Stellium, right? That other brand. Because now being an amazing blender,
Stellium.
yeah, being an amazing blender is a thing. You know, being that person that can blend amazing MGP is a thing. We had Penelope, where we thought was just amazing on some of the one we've tried. Smoke Wagon. People fight for Smoke Wagon. So somewhere MGP is becoming the standard of bottles. You know, tell me about that bottle.
So barrels 1 through 10 of Resilient were MGP 11-year-old 107 proof whiskey. It's their lower high rye, 21%. These things sat on shelves everywhere until people found out what they were, and then they disappeared. And then all the barrels after a 10 are now Dickel barrels, which some of them are still really good, but not the same quality, extra aged.
If you're gonna start with barrel, I would definitely say start with barrel. I will start with the barrel cast strength, the regular barrel. The dovetail.
Dovetail. That's a good barrel expression for sure.
Yeah.
Mashville's over here already talking smack. We got some smack talkers.
Yeah.
He said that old tub or mellow corn could barely make it through the front door because it's getting popped right away.
You know, but that's also what was being said about bottom shelf beauties. Enjoying, things that are quite affordable is no big deal. I still have 3 liters of my Evan William, bottle and bun, which I don't mind. I really don't. But like I said, I know what I like. I really do know what I like. And when I do my work on a brand, I want to see what blend, what year of juices are they blending. But I feel like the rise of MGP was only was blessed by the secondary market on legacy bottles. Because if right now you tell someone, I can get you a bottle, and like I said, if you have a chance, stop by the Louisville Justin House of Bourbon. They have a brand there that's called Black Silverback, and the distillery is Silverback.
I got to try their newest barrel pick a couple of weeks ago
of Silverback.
It's spectacular.
And that's what I'm saying. I actually came home when I bought mine, and I opened it next to my Weller William LaRue. So if somebody tell me today that I can for sure get that bottle for $150, or I can come down and actually buy a Weller William LaRue for $1,000, what do you think I'm gonna do?
Duh. You're gonna buy that $150 bottle. You know what's amazing to me, Jack, is the amount of new people getting into this hobby. When I'm talking to them and we're talking about history or brands and where they bottle and where they distribute, and I drop the MGP, and I say, yeah, and it's bottled at MGP, and they go, what's that? I get more what's that about MGP than anything else across the board. Because people don't know about it. All the new people coming into, I'm not going to say all of them, let's say a majority of the new people coming into this hobby don't know what it is. And like you said, missing out on a whole lot of quality products that they won't get to drink because they're either chasing the top shelf, chasing a unicorn.
Thank you, Morales.
Looking for one of these. It's the conversation is endless. You can go on and on about.
And also, MGP and craft distilleries, because I feel like, I mean, they've set the standards, right? Craft distilleries, yeah, MGP at one point was a bad word. That is true.
It was.
It truly was a bad word. You say MGP, everybody start running. Like, what is that? Now you have people like, Aaron. You have people like, what do you call? I forget his name from Barrel.
Joe.
I think the MGPs that are banging right now, like prices affordable, things are still amazing. There will be Smoke Wagon. Some of their barrel are just amazing.
Bellamide.
Belmead is trying. Some of Belmead can knock. Some of them, I don't know.
If you want to get into rye, Sagmore.
I never had Sagmore. I never had.
You want to get into more rye? Redemption.
Yeah, Redemption.
This bottle, okay. If you like Old Carter, okay. If you like anything Old Carter, I'm talking about cash
Which
strength.
Old Carter is not MGP.
Some of the older Old Carters.
Old Carter.
I'm talking about before it was Old Carter, when it was Kentucky Owl.
Okay. All right.
Kentucky Owl, like early Kentucky Owls. Some of it was MGP. We're talking about cash strength, extra age MGP. This bottle, okay. This is a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
Cash strength rye.
Yeah.
116 proof. You know how much I paid for this bottle?
I think I
paid $80.
Yeah, it was like I was about to say it's like
$80 for this bottle.
Yeah.
Sitting on shelves.
Yep, it is.
This thing is incredible. Start doing some research, guys.
Somebody said the recent Old Carter is MGP.
The most recent, yeah, actually.
Which one? The Bourbon Batch 9 and 10, or which one?
This one.
What's up, Emily?
Batch 8. Batch 8's MGP.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That is MGP.
Oh, here is something that blew my socks off.
What's that?
I almost got in an argument on TikTok because somebody said, "Oh yeah, here are bottles that are MGP," and on the list they put Angel Envy Rye, and I was 30 years old when I realized that Angel Envy Rye is MGP.
Yes, sir, it is.
And I'm like, wait a minute. I've been to Angel Envy. They have a whole operation. How's MG? Like, I literally almost get a fit fight with somebody. I'm like, nah.
You know what's funny?
You know what, Jack? Calm down. Go do your research.
That person was in the store this week. That person was in the store this week, and we started talking about it. She goes, I got in a conversation with your co-host. And I was like, oh, did you? Did you? She's like, I had to go back. She
was in your store. She was in your store?
She was in my store.
Because I'm like, what are you talking about? Angel Envy Rye is MGP. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, man. That's an interesting conversation. I was talking to the master distiller probably about 2 months ago. They were there at the store signing bottles. They said, "Look, I have a serious topic for you." I waited until there wasn't anyone around because I don't want to make a big deal about it. But they said, "Where are you going to go from where you're sourcing your brand to after your brand's ready?
Mm-hmm.
How are you going to transition?" He goes, "We're not." So, what do you mean? That was my exact face. I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "We're not. We're just going to flip a switch and keep going." I said, "Why?" He goes, "Because it's going to confuse too many people. There's too many people that already think that their brands are 100% their brands."
I know. I'm like, somebody lied to me. Now I literally have to go and start looking at every one of my Angel Envy bottles. Like, what did I miss?
Yep.
And then I realized, oh my God, This one does not look like the others. Oh my!
Oh, Chris. Chris, I was telling Chris a story. I saw him this weekend too, and there was this guy. He was going up and down the aisle. He was selling stuff to the other people in the store, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna let this guy do his thing. And towards the end of his departure, he grabbed a bottle from the bottom shelf, one of my favorite bottles, and he said, told the guy, "You need to drink this." And it was a bottle of JTS Brown.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, cool. This guy might be down. So I went and grabbed a bottle of JW Dan and said, "You need to drink this." And he didn't know about it. But prior to this conversation, him and I were going back and forth. He's like, "Yeah, I know that, bro. I know that too. I know that." He goes, "I know the master distiller from Willet." He goes, "I know Drew. Me and Drew are friends." And I was like, "Oh, okay." It's the name dropping that I run into on a semi-regular basis out here is almost the equivalent to the name dropping you get when you live in Los Angeles and people know movie stars. Oh, I was hanging out with.
Speaking of name dropping, our people turn our comment into name dropping. Is Morgan? Hi Morgan. How Emily? Matt. Morgan.
Oh yeah, look
Matt.
at that.
Everybody just keep calling their own names. By the end of the show, we only get everybody names on. But you know, here's the funny thing. I personally
welcome to Monday Sucks. We're name dropping.
We are name dropping. I personally have met a small amount of decision makers or distillers.
Sure.
I will be honest. I am a fanboy of master distillers. Why? Because for me, it's like meeting an artist, right? It's like, oh my God, master distiller, you came up with this shit. You
absolutely
thought about this thing and you did it.
I'm drinking your legacy.
Let me dive into your brain and see what exactly how your mind works, right? Because that's your art. That's truly your art, right? Welcome, absolutely. Team. Welcome. Every Monday we're here. We never miss. But I don't really care about the brands. Like by order of things that actually I appreciate, it has to be the master distiller, the process of how the bourbon is made, then the master blender, then I move on to the designer of the bottle before I get to the juice itself. That's my order of appreciation. It's weird. But when people actually are talking about a bottle, I'm actually the nerd that is asking, who's the master distiller? What's the mash bill? Or how long was it aged? Which rick house did they use? Oh, okay. What's the so and so and so? Oh, okay. Is that the master blender? Oh my God. Okay. And for me, when people want to go on a distillery to actually meet people, or just grab a bottle, I'm like, I hope I meet the master distiller because I want to know how you came up with this thing. But I don't expect, I don't expect them to be my friends. I don't expect them to care about who I am, because I'm sure they're people. Because I mean, think about a pleasant surprise. Pleasant surprise was the master, the master distiller of Peerless. Truly, that's a pleasant surprise.
It really was. That was a real treat to hang out with him. And
I never met in my life somebody so genuine, right? But
carefree.
Also so oblivious. Like life is still good. Like you can tell that man haven't seen hell before. It's like he's sure. Just a happy guy, and you can tell from his work he's just happy, right?
Yeah.
Now compare that to when we met Alan. You can tell that man been through the ringer. Right? Sure. Those two don't go together. So it's like meeting Basquiat and meeting Picasso. Those two people are not the same. They don't have the same experiences. So it shows in their craft.
Right? So I'm going to tell, since we're talking about master distillers and we're name dropping, I'm going to tell my master distiller story.
Okay.
The one that I geeked out on the most, and how I'm just like, I still think about it, and I'm just like, I shake my head and I'm like, Get your fucking life together. So it was 2018? 2018 or 2019, doesn't matter. Doesn't 100% matter. And I was at a 10-year anniversary of a liquor store, and Jimmy Russell was there. He was one of many master distillers that were there. We were walking around. It was like the VIP thing beforehand. You get to meet and greet people and drink some of their spirits and do a whole bunch of cool shit. So going around, and I finally get to where Jimmy Russell is, and I'm like, I got to go talk to him. I got to shake his hand. I got to get a picture with him. Totally went fanboyed out hard. And it was super loud. There was lots of music playing, and you really had to yell to get to actually for someone to hear you. And so I lean into Jimmy and I go, "Hey man." And he's like, "Speak up." And right as I speak up, the music stops. And I go, "I love your shit." Dead quiet. Just fucking quiet. And everyone looks over and they're like, "What the fuck is wrong with this guy?" And all that could come out of my mouth was, "I love your shit." Picture. Let me turn the brightness down on this. But yeah, that's all that came out of my mouth. "I love your shit."
Okay, yeah, with the turkey and Jimmy Russell, yeah,
it's so bright,
yeah.
But yeah, that's like on the beginning of my Instagram. You can scroll back, and then I got to hang out with Fred No.
Okay,
but yeah, it's
we're gonna call you Tim. I love your shit.
I love your shit. I love your shit. I love your wild turkey shit. But it was so freaking embarrassing to me. Out of all the things I could have said to him, out of all the things that could have came out of my mouth, and at that point, the music had to stop. I love your shit.
I love your shit. I'd actually never met any of the legendary master distillers. I have not. I don't. Hopefully one day I will, but I have not yet.
Oh my God, guys, seriously, go get some of this. It's so damn good. What's in your glass now, Jack? Are you still on that Balvenie 14? Or you?
No. I moved to the barrel. I actually poured myself that barrel 15.
Very good.
Yeah, that barrel 15 is just delicious. 15-year, 106, and only 5,700 bottles made. Yeah, that barrel. I would tell you, favorite MGP. Somebody. You know what? Here's what my thing is. What is your favorite MGP?
Mine?
Tell me what your favorite MGP is.
Oh, you want it in the comments?
Yeah, in the comment. Put in the comment what's your favorite
MGP. I'm actually curious about that. I want to hear what everyone has to say. If you're watching here on YouTube or Facebook, or you're over here
your favorite MGP?
On the gram, yeah, put in the comments. What's your favorite MGP? Mine.
Let's see what people are coming up with. What's your favorite MGP?
What up? What were those bottles? This bottle?
Thanks for joining.
That's bigger than my head.
Somebody said we got Smoke Wagon. Okay, anything but Smoke Wagon. Oh my God. Yeah, Mayor Pingree is one of those.
Widow Jane 13. That's a good one.
Widow Jane 13. Yeah. What's your favorite MGP? If you're watching here on YouTube, you can comment. We'll display it on a thing as well. Metez Select. I don't know that one. Yeah, Smoke Wagon. A lot of Smoke Wagon.
Guys, come on. Broaden your horizons.
Seagrass by Barrel here. Somebody said the Chateau Labode. Oh my God, that's Chateau Labode by
Chateau.
That's Chateau Labode.
That's not even fair to put that in this running.
What do you call it? Remus. Remus is one of them. Good Times.
Oh,
Good Times is one.
That's an MGP. That's an MGP exclusive product. It was It's along the lines with the Remus line.
Repeat, refill. I want a number 5.
I want a number 5.
Older 12-year-old OKI single barrel. That's another one. Three chord.
Mm.
You know, Morgan palette is interesting. The things Morgan like are like full of. She loved the cinnamon spicy bomb. Like every time Morgan says any brand, I'm like cinnamon,
Accurate.
anise,
Accurate.
pepper. Morgan will love African food, guaranteed,
Mm-hmm.
because of how spicy she likes her bourbon.
3-chord was MGP. 3-chord, 12-year-old barrels were MGP.
Yeah, were MGP. Yes, three chord. He did say that it was MGP.
They're not.
1776 Piper.
I think some of their single barrel picks are also MGP now too.
So
3-chord is like a hodgepodge of a whole bunch of different things.
Redwood
Empire,
14.
Haystack 14. Man, we're getting super specific. I like this. I'm about it. There we go.
People,
Jack, what's your favorite? What's your favorite MGP?
And he also tells us that people know that they drink an MGP and they don't care, right? Because a lot of people don't know that they're drinking MGP. A perfect example, this guy here that didn't know that he be praising Angel Envy Rye for so many years, coming to find out it's just MGP. And according to somebody, they ruined MGP by taking and putting it in bourbon in rum cask, but I didn't know. We have High West Bourbon Rye. Yeah.
Old Boone County. There you go. Old Boone County.
Old Boone County for sure.
Old Boone County, when it was a shelfer, you could get 10-year-old MGP shelfers. Just
Joseph Magnus. We get Joseph Magnus as one.
Whistle Pig Old World. Those Old Worlds are fun too. Yep, I'm about those.
This is what you know. This is what you know. People been drinking MGP for a long time.
Yes,
like especially
you know what's one I haven't seen one person say yet. Hold on, let me scroll up really quick before I say this. Because I don't think anyone has.
Because I'm thinking of something too.
I don't think anyone has said it at all, and I think it might be my favorite.
What up?
Penelope. Yeah.
Joseph
Old
Magnus
Scout
for sure.
Old Scout.
One, yeah.
I think might be. There we go. Smooth Ambler Old Scout. Someone finally said it.
Yeah.
What is the best MGP for $30 or less? Oh man, that's a tough one because taste is always subjective. Okay.
Yes.
Mine, I'm gonna say this guy. This guy's a banger. It's like 25
have I
bucks.
even bought a cheap MGP?
Boom.
I don't think so. Original Pinhook is MGP?
Original Pinhook? Oh, you know what? Yeah, hashtag. Hashtag was MGP. That was a really good bottle. Yes, original.
Penelope. Somebody said Old Pepper.
Old Pepper. There you go.
Yeah, the original. Yeah, the original Pinhook is MGP. Yeah, I forgot about that. You know one thing? Like, here's another bottle that I truly thought was MGP. That apparently it was not.
They are not.
Doc Swinson, not MGP.
Yeah. No, sir.
Bourbon. This is my bourbon wife. Bourbon Fancy. Whiskey Fancy.
I was about to correct you. Whiskey Fancy, not Bourbon Fancy.
I was about to call her by her real name because you don't know how hard it is to actually call people by their real name when you've called them by their Instagram handle for so long.
Perfect example of this. Matt, Jack, and I, your name will come up in conversation quite often when we're talking about the industry, and we always revert to Jeeper every single time.
I don't think I've ever called Matt Matt his own name. Like, who was it? Who was the first person when I found out their name? I'm like, that's your name? Who was it? Who was it? Hold
Dick
on.
Root is MGP, right?
And I thought, who was it? Like Morgan.
Oh,
doesn't
Bone
come up as
Snapper.
a Morgan.
Oh,
was
that's a freaking good one. Bone Snapper. Yes. Yes, that is a good one. 11-and-a-half-year-old cash strength MGP. Hell yes.
No, Matt. Dick Root is not.
Dick Root is not MGP.
Unfortunately.
Here's the one that I like that flew under the radar that you can't really find much of anymore.
Oh my god.
Bowl of 12-year-old rye. This guy right here. MGP, 12-year-old MGP, 90 proof. I think this is like a $50 or $60 bottle.
Is that MGP?
Yes, sir. The 12-year-old rye is 100% MGP. Distilled in
this brand. Some of these brands got me bamboozled. They got me fucked up.
I feel like Hood and Jack are cinnamons. Fair. You know, for the longest time,
the original Traverse City too.
The original Traverse City, yeah. For the longest time, and I finally accepted it now. But people rarely around town call me Tim. I am referred to as TVR.
Okay.
Which are my initials. And it really drove me crazy for the longest time until I finally just accepted it. People, what's up, TVR? And I'm like, okay, I guess that's my name.
Me, you have not lived. Okay? You have not lived in life.
Until
you're in the middle of a store. In a predominantly white neighborhood. And then you're walking around the store going incognito. Just trying to go around and just truly smooth your way through.
Yes,
and
Howie.
Next thing you know, you hear from the left side of your ear, Hood! You're like, who is you?
You're like, I'm about to get mugged?
Hood? Who is you? Yeah.
Only the bullet, only the 10-year eye. I did, and here's what happened, Chris. It's kind of funny. So I poured them, and I made sure that I had two separate glasses. And it turned out that the glasses were exactly the same. They were both Bourbon Thief's glasses. And so I didn't know which one was which, and I couldn't tell them apart. They were very, very similar. So I bought a bottle of Bullet 10-year rye, and I did a side-by-side with Russell's 10-year rye. And they are scarily similar. It was very, and I don't know which one was which because they were in the same class. So I'm going to have to try it again. Be less famous, Jack. Jeez, man. Come on.
But it's scary because people don't call you by your name. I expect to be called Jack, but when you hear somebody say Hood, you're like, who is Hood? Oh, it's me. I'm Hood. So,
oh my God, this rye is good.
This Duck Swinson is not bad for 15.
Which one do you have? The 15-year-old?
Is a 15-year-old juice. My bourbon wife sent it to me.
Does it have the mash bill on there?
This is
that the 78.5?
It does not say.
Okay.
Is a 15-year release 9 barrel 29.
I'm super curious about that one.
No. They say 15-year bourbon in Kentucky bourbon.
Okay.
But I want to send them an email.
Ooh, that's a really good question, Eric. Eric asked, what MGP bourbon? Thank you for buying a badge, bro. Appreciate you. Which MGP bourbon recipe do y'all prefer? The lower rye or the higher rye?
Oh.
I think that depends on my mood. I definitely see myself drinking more often than most the lower
Thank
high
you,
rye.
Embellish.
Thanks, buddy. I find myself drinking the lower high rye, but the higher high rye definitely has its place for sure.
I truly
Definitely has its place.
believe. I truly believe. Um, low rye, truly low rye.
It definitely gets used a lot more. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. High rye for me is a little too much. It's truly.
It's another great bottle. I know I keep coming back to this thing, but this thing is a banger. I got the MGP bangers on the table tonight, guys. Going hard.
He said high rye. Kim said
There you
high
go.
rye for him.
Way to go.
So
Yo!
if you guys weren't here before, we are talking about how distributors are screwing over stores, because I'm hearing more and more. The more I'm partnered with all these stores, I'm hearing all the horror stories that these stores are going through to be able to get bottles, and we really, really, really need to do better as far as these stores are concerned. Because at the end, I don't think I'm blaming this mom and pop stores anymore, because they're out here trying to survive, literally trying to survive. And truly, at this point in time, they end up actually having to sell, steal from Peter to give Paul to be able to survive. And if you're a store owner and you're a retailer, a mom and pop shop just trying to survive, I salute you. I really do salute you, because you guys are trying.
Yep.
You guys are making it through the politics of all these bullshit. I talked to a store owner in Florida. I'm like, how is this possible, right? That you, Tim, think about it. You wake up in the morning, you have a store, you go and do a barrel pick, all is set and ready to go. You come back to your store, you're ready to actually sell your shit. But because of the rules or the law of your state, or that I like to call the legal mafia of the distributors, your barrel pick has to come into the distribution system before you can buy it. They won't ship it to you. So now, let's say Joe Schmo wake up in the morning and sees it before you wake up. That means he can order all your barrel pick to put in his store. Who the fuck get paid at the end?
Yep.
It is so unfair to these stores that are. How can you do a barrel pick and not end up not having your barrel pick?
Yeah. No, it's true.
So truly, we have to do our best to really support the small guys, because the stores that are being screwed every day, the distributor that are arm handling these stores to force them to go buy all this crap so they can get access to a bottle that they actually don't even make money on, but really want to actually give y'all something. They're patrons that are coming every day. You guys don't know. So when you go, do you think they're better off if they told the distributor to F off instead of bending the no?
You can't. That's the thing.
No,
though,
you can't.
You can't tell them.
The distributors has made themselves the capital corner of how you're gonna go. So either you want it or not, you have to use the distributor. So if they decide to screw over with you or mess with you in any way, guess what?
Sure.
You can't. There's nothing you can do about it.
Nope.
Their system is discriminatory. Their system is messing with a lot of people and literally ruining.
Look at Sean. Sean. Fuck that. I already did it with wine.
Yeah.
And guess what? And you're not going to carry that wine in your store anymore because of it.
And a lot of small owners, small mom and pops owners suffer so much. So excuse them if they actually want to sell you your pappy with $100 more than what the bottle costs.
Seriously.
Them and just move on. Because you don't know what they had to go through, whose ass they had to kiss. It's like, oh, you won't sell me at retail. Motherfucker, how much shit did you buy in my store for me to sell you something out?
Dude, that's the big thing, okay? This is the big thing when it comes to smaller stores, okay? Big stores, it doesn't really affect so much, but small stores, like small mom and pop stores, and you get the doofuses that come in every weekend. Not anyone specific. I'm talking about the people that drive all around town and never hold allegiance to one store. They're just cherry picking from every store, right? And then they come into your store and they say, "Hey, man, how come you won't give me bottle X? I know you have it. You told me you have it. I saw you with it. How come you won't give it to me?" Who are you?
Who are you?
I've never seen you
from?
I've never seen you in my store before.
So
you don't keep my lights on. Here's the person I'm going to give the bottle to.
yes.
The dude that's coming in and buying ice. The dude that's coming in and buying beer every day. The dude that's coming in and buying potato chips or vodka or rum, his everyday drinker, the stuff he's coming into my store, he's shopping every single day. Those are the people that are going to get bottles because those are the people that keep their lights on. The dude that comes in your store and goes, "Hey, do you have any bottles?" and then leaves, and you're never going to see him ever again.
No.
He's going to scout said
to
bottle.
That person, you should be selling it 3 times or 5 times the retail. Because here's the truth. A question was just asked on Facebook. The person asked, "Do you approve/support the idea when stores sell allocated bottle in order to get them?" Yes, I approve of that if they're doing it for everyone. For their favorite customer or the people that are always in their mailing list or people that are buying every day or the point system, I don't believe it's true. But the people that sell in the bundle, right? In the bundle, say, "I'm going to sell you," like I've been looking for Old Charter, which is a Sazerac product, right? Buffalo Trace product.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't find it. But the last time I checked on it, it was like $250. Somebody was selling it on secondary. But for $299, I can buy the Old Charter, the 1792 small batch, Whitley vodka, Sazerac rye, 1 liter, Sazerac rye, 1 liter Whitley vodka, 1 liter of Fireball, and something else. The person bundled it. I say, "You know what? I will pay you that money."
If it's stuff, here's the thing. If it's stuff you're already going to buy and drink, if it's like, so I like making cocktails. And in my bar, I like to have a tequila, a vodka, and a gin. The gins, sometimes I'll get particular about. But tequilas and vodkas, I usually don't give a shit. And if you're bundling a tequila and a vodka in with a bottle that I want, I'm already going to buy the tequila and the vodka. Why the fuck not? Why the fuck not bundle it together and give me something I'm going to buy anyway?
You know, and here's another thing. Like, let's say, perfect example. Sean is one of those people, right? Sean is one of those people. Sean is very fair, and he's very nice to me. Very, very nice to me. But if Sean literally, when I call him at his store and I say, "Hey, dude, I'm looking for this bottle," and he say, "Hey, I'm not going to give you this bottle because this is for my local guys only," I don't even argue with him.
Yeah.
The reason why I don't argue with him because I buy from Sean sporadically, right? I know all the things I want, cognac, Armagnac, he have single malts. I buy from, but I don't usually buy a lot of bourbon from him. So obviously, if the guy that is coming and buying all his bottom shelf beauties all the time, that guy deserves a chance before me. That makes sense. That's a store owner decision. But you can be the person that just come in the store. You know, I literally stood in stores before, right? Stood in stores before, just standing there talking to the store owner, and somebody say, "Oh, I was just walking. I drove by from North Carolina, stopped by here, and somebody told me to stop here. Do you guys have any Blantons?" I tell people, I feel like people don't hear me when I say this, but here's the thing. Hear me out, dude. Hear me out. Okay, I'm gonna use my white voice. Hear me out, dude. Hear me out, dude. Hear me out.
All
okay.
Right.
Walking into a store and saying, "Do you have Blantons?" is exactly, and I'm using my word carefully, is exactly as much as walking into a store and punching the cashier in the face and ask, "How are you doing today?" Exactly the same thing. Exactly.
Fucking accurate.
You woke up.
Oh my god.
You literally woke up and
Yep.
chose violence.
Yep.
Whatever
There was a
happened
dude-
to you after that statement of "Do you have Blantons?"
It's on you.
You brought that on yourself.
You brought violence to my door.
If
You
you're
brought
somewhere in
violence to my
Alabama
door.
or Oklahoma, you get shot out of that store, that's on you. Okay. If you're somewhere,
What happened?
if you're anywhere where you actually just woke up and chose violence, okay? You want to wake up in a store and choose violence, walk into a store and say, "Do you guys have Blantons?" That's waking up and choosing violence. That's it. Whatever happened to you after that, no one cares.
Your own damn
But
fault.
if somebody walked to me today and say, "Dude, I ended up at a hospital yesterday because
What happened?
I walked into a store and I asked, do they have Blantons?" and they turn around and beat the crap out of me, I'll be like, "Oh, you that's what you woke up and asked for." So please.
There's a dude I used to deal with every Saturday, and he would open the door and stick his head in and go, "Blantons,"
Yeah.
and leave. He wouldn't even step in the store.
Yeah. So when people are waking up every morning and say, oh my God, just wanted to make sure that you just stopping by to see maybe if you have some Blantons. No, don't you ever do that. Don't do it.
I've had Blantons on the shelf, and a dude looked me dead in my eyes and said, "You got any Blantons hiding in the back?" I said, "No, it's on the shelf." Literally standing in front of it, asking me. Come on, man.
and it's one of those things where I tell people there is 3 sentences that you should avoid to use in stores. Teaching lesson time. Sentence number 1: do you guys have Blantons? Take that out of your vocabulary. Sentence number 2: do you guys have Weller? Take that out of your vocabulary. Sentence number 3: oh, what else do you guys have in the back? Those 3 sentences means that you woke up and chose violence. So whatever happened to you after you use those sentences is the rule of the jungle after that.
I could boil it down to 2 sentences, okay? Don't use do you have any, and insert Buffalo Trace product here, because it's always a Buffalo Trace product. Rock Hill Farms, Elmer T. Lee, Blanton's, Weller, Eagle Rare, Pappy. No. And just like Jack said, no, there's nothing in the back. There might be something in the back, but guess what? There's nothing in the back that I'm going to give to you.
No. There's nothing in the back for you.
Exactly. There's stuff in the back,
but nothing for you.
You're not kidding.
The Booze Net is asking, what are the 3? Number 1, do you guys have Blantons? Number 2, do you guys have Weller? Number 3, do you guys have anything in the back? Is in the back because it doesn't belong to your ass. Get out. Get out. I purposefully don't even ask that question when I go to a new store. I just peruse around the shelf.
Eric's got it right. The only question I ever ask is, "Excuse me, where's the wild turkey?"
Yes.
If I'm buying 2 bottles at the register, can I ask those questions? No. No, do not ask those questions, period. If you're not shopping at that store on a regular basis, don't.
No.
Because here's the thing. If you're shopping at that store on a regular basis, you don't have to ask. You're going to come in with your daily purchase, and you're going to set it down on the counter, and the owner's going to go, "Hey, man, I got this in the other day. Would you be interested in said bottle?" Mm-hmm. And he's going to offer it to you because he sees you in his store.
I'm telling you, Kyle Hartman was asking if I'm buying 2 bottles. Doesn't matter how many bottles you're buying, brother. Here's what I will tell you. Store owners know who is coming and buying their shit. I will tell you right now, my local store owner knows me. I love bourbon. but I just don't eat. I just don't drink all sort of bourbon. So guess what? I told him I'll drink all sort of single malt, but not all sort of bourbon. So our agreement is this: if bourbon allocation come in, I'll send it my way. But guess what? I'll buy as many single malt from you as you can think of. Your store will do great in single malt, but I can tell you that I'm very picky about my bourbon. So that's the point. So we agree on that. But he knows I can walk in and buy the Glenfiddich, Glenlivet, all of it. I'll buy that because those are my definition of daily drinkers.
These comments are killing me right now.
I'm telling you. Is it okay to ask, hey, TMA Hood, do you have some? I'm dying here.
Shit, man. These comments are getting me.
But you guys need to understand one thing. Stores will only give things to people that they truly know and trust.
I hate that. I will say this. I will say, as someone who's in this on a regular basis, I will say this.
Truly your friends.
They are, and I slightly dislike that it has to be that way. I hate that I can't give the bottles that people are asking for to every single person every single day. But if you truly, really want those things, okay, like Jack's saying, form a relationship, find a store, form a relationship, go in and talk to them. Find out what they like. This is how you grease the wheels, okay? Find out what they like. Bring it to them. Say, hey, man, I really like your store. I really like shopping here. I really appreciate you. I wanted to give you, boom, and hand it their way. Not giving it to them because you're expecting something in return, but because you want to form a relationship with them, right? And then go shop at their store. Shop at their store. Shop at their store. Shop at their store.
Let me see if the sound is back. I think I lost the sound on IG.
Uh-oh. People say I can't hear you?
Yeah.
It's a lot of sound. Uh-oh.
Can you guys hear me? Oh my God. Why is everybody calling now? All right, hold on. I'll get back in.
All right, so I think we're gonna lose Instagram here for a minute. There we go.
A minute, yep.
Let's do that. We'll walk out. All right. Thank you for stopping by, everybody. We're having slight technical difficulties. We're trying to fix them. Trying to work a few kinks out. Well, yeah, like I was saying, go be friends with your store owners. Spend money in their store. Buy everything you need there. If you can get it there, buy it there. And it's going to pay off at some point. They're going to be like, "Hey, man, this guy really knows his stuff," or this is a guy that I can hang out with, or this is a guy that I know who legitimately wants these things. He's not just trying to, make a quick buck. Yeah. I can't hear you over here now. Can you hear me? Because I can't hear you. I can't hear you at all now, Jack. Wow.
Yes, I can hear you. Yep.
There we go. Now I can hear you. I couldn't hear you at all. Oh, lost you again. We're having huge problems here. I can't hear you, bud. Cannot hear you at all. I heard you for a second. Can't hear you. Nothing.
You can't hear me on Instagram either?
Now I can hear you. I can hear you now. I can't hear you on our thing. I can hear you now.
All right. Okay, give me a second.
Something's taken over something. That's what's going on.
All right, let me see. I'll bring our live back on IG. We're not gonna save the last one. All right. Okay. I'm going back on IG.
Okay.
And we are back. We are live. Sorry, I totally lost everybody here on Instagram. Can you hear me now on Instagram?
I'm gonna find out here in a second. I'm waiting for it to pop up.
You can? All right.
Waiting for it to pop up. Waiting.
Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties, but I have Tim back.
Yeah, we're good.
Yes. Sorry. Just we had some issues with the Instagram. Everybody believes that they need my attention right now, so sorry. But anywho, just wanted to. We are talking about. Yeah, we are talking about how obviously everybody that is coming on right now. Thanks for joining us. It's Monday Sucks. We are here. We out here in these streets. Thanks for coming back on. Yes, it's very interesting that we are talking about MGP. We are talking about how stores, your local stores, are struggling to be able to get you something. And don't go to the store. Please don't go to a store and ask these three questions. One, do you have Blanton's? Two, do you guys have Weller? And three, oh, what do you have in the back? The back doesn't belong to you, sir, ma'am. Get out. So that's pretty much it. We truly have to understand that all these stores are truly trying. Now let's forget the people that honestly are just trying to jip you out of your money, right? Or they're trying to get your money away from you. People that are online charging you an arm and a leg for a bottle that is no longer about profit. It's really about just trying to get something out of
max profits.
So I just want to be sure that you guys understand that. I truly believe, right? I truly believe.
The back doesn't belong to you.
I truly believe the best way to start is truly build a relationship, right? Now, we talking about relationship. We're not talking about them fake ass relationship y'all are out here building, right? I'm gonna make it very clear. Them real fake ass interest only relationship, I refuse. Like right now, I would tell you, I have a list of people right now that are store owners that I need to take samples out to. Not because I'm taking samples out to them because I want something, because they really need to try what I've tried before. And I know their palate. I'm like, oh, I know you really enjoy single malt. So guess what? I want you to actually try this single malt that I have. I know you love Isla or something new that they go, oh my God, I don't have it in my store, but thanks for bringing this to me. Right? Some store don't get a certain art bags, or me, I order my stuff from Europe, from Boonahaven or other distillery. And these people are like, oh my God. Thank you, Tim. These people are like, oh my God, thank you so much for bringing this to me, because not only you respect me as a consumer, you also respect me as a store owner. So we have to be fair to our store owners, especially the small store owners. Till you understand the struggle of these store owners and things they have to go through to be able to get you things that you want, you will never understand how hard it is for these store owners to make a decision of who is getting an allocated bottle and who's not. And I understand also, what do you call it? Yeah, I understand a bourbon hunt. It's hard to make, to make friends with a store owner if they actually are getting everything immediately or selling out of it. I understand. But guess what? Having a relationship with a store owner can be on multiple levels, right? It doesn't always have to be about a bottle. It can be, there's an expression in English, what they call it, to the something, is a war thing. To the something.
The victor goes the spoils?
Yes.
Okay.
Say it again.
The victor goes the spoils. I thought that's what you were trying to say.
The victor goes the spoils.
I thought that's what you were trying to say.
If you're with me, in the hood, we say, if you're with me while I was grinding, you'll be with me while I'm actually enjoying, right? So It is true that you have to be with me while I was grinding.
So all the people that have been with us since we've been grinding,
I'll tell you right now, we got some great news coming at the beginning of September.
Oh yes, we do.
We have some amazing great news.
Oh yes, we
There'll be
do.
great things
I'll
coming.
tell you right now.
Emily.
Y'all gonna shit your pants.
Let me see. I can't find Emily. Let me see if I can find Emily here.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, so there is some great things coming in September for people that are actually always been with us. You guys may have the opportunity to come hang out with us. Tell them there's some great things coming in September, and we will be announcing this at the end of the month once me and M have our last phone call. But there's so many things that is going to be happening, and loyalty does take you far, right? I really don't care about a lot of things, but I care about loyalty. If you be loyal to Monday Sucks, we will get a chance to show you what your loyalty get to buy you, right? Get to buy you. So I really have to.
And there's even something cooler happening in the near distant future.
Yes.
That I straight up lost my mind about when I found out the other day. So looking forward to that too.
There's amazing thing that'll be coming on, and being an audience on Monday Sucks is soon gonna pay out. So for you guys that are always supporting, always here every Monday, buying badges, always sending us messages, checking if you need anything or you can help us in any way. I do not forget those things, right? I haven't got here in my whiskey career by myself. A lot of people have helped. A lot of people showed me, hey, let me introduce you to so-and-so. Let me get you something. Let me show you what exactly is going to happen. And for that, I want to make sure that anytime that you guys feel appreciated and recognized for what you do. So anytime we get an opportunity, that means the Monday Sucks family get to have an opportunity as well. So that's really what it is. People that are genuinely nice to you. I will tell you right now, something crazy happened to me. You know about this. Jeff Rabbit is a perfect example.
I love this story so much.
So Jeff Rabbit, I will tell you right now, Jeff gave me, that's another person. He gave me his real name. I'm like,
right? You're like, wait, how the
fuck? But here's what I would tell y'all. So this is where people are, good night. This is where people name people actually who they are and who they pretend to be, right? We are Instagram cute, right? We are Instagram cute, Facebook cute, YouTube cute. Oh my God. But in real life, you get to know people that truly support you, either because they're calling you because they have an opportunity for you. On Saturday, Matt called me, Bourbon Jeepers. He's like, hey, I have an opportunity for you. It's happening. I got you, right?
It's huge.
And I haven't got here by myself. I had people that supported me, that always are ready to actually put their money where their mouth is, to really say, dude, I truly support you. I had the opportunity to help a few people. I don't think I even done enough. Emily is one of those people as well. But Jeff literally sent me a text and go, I'm gonna blow your mind. I'm like, what is this guy talking about? I joined him on a couple live. I see what he's doing out here. He's just a good guy in the community. And then he goes, remember when you posted under my post that you really want to try that Old Fitz 8? And I'm like, yeah. It's like, I got you. The fuck you mean you got me? It's like, no, I got you. Okay, you got me how? It's like, no, I went in. I was able to secure another bottle. I got you. What?
Yep.
We don't know each other from anywhere. We just met right here. Just like that. So if there was a way where somebody would tell you, we are more than Instagram friends, you got my number now, and I got you because you want something that's yours, that's there, right? Now, what does that mean? That means that if I actually see Jeff say, I want this, this, and this, or I'm looking for this, guess what? It's my objective now in life to go, I got you, brother. I got you. Words are nice. Actions are better. People will tell you a lot about their actions. People will tell you everything you need to know about them, about their actions. Words are all nice. There's people out here that send me messages more than the average person, but their action says that they're selfish, hypocrite in all the ways possible. The word sounds very nice. They're loving, embracing, and enjoying all, but their action says completely different.
Sure.
So I would tell you right now, when someone care about you, their action will tell you for sure that they care about you. They don't need to tell you. I grew up from a dictatorial parent that always tell you, I don't even have to like you, but as your dad, I will protect you and I will love you. That's it. So let's keep it real.
I like real.
What do you call it? Oh, he said, you helped me out for my birthday without knowing me or talking to me personally. That told me everything you need to know. Oh, yeah. I remember you. He wanted I believe he wanted a Stag Junior. So I talked to a few people that were able to find him a Stag Junior for his birthday. But and that's my thing is if I can't find it, if somebody willing to help, I'll connect to who's willing to help. And that's on God. You know, we just have to be honest with each other. There's so much craziness happen. Did you see?
Hood for Congress.
Hood for Congress. Appreciate that. But people will tell you, people truly will tell with their action how they feel about you. You don't need to know. You don't need to ask them, or you will know. Me, that's why it's hard even for me to create relationship in the whiskey industry. There's a few people, including yourself, that I truly will find something and go, oh, my man is gonna love this one. I'm gonna blow your mind with this. Whiskey River 66 will tell you this. I don't believe the last time there have been any exchange of money between me and Steve, because I find something I know he's gonna like. Guess what? You're having it. If you like this, and this, and I like this, you just gonna take it home, enjoy it. And that's the same thing Steve would ever do. When he finds something, it's like, yeah, I'm getting two. If I cannot get two, I'll get two. If I'm not getting two, guess what? I'm bringing mine. I'm opening it so we can enjoy it together. The one thing that bring whiskey people together is definitely not the amount of bottles you can flex with. It's the amount of people you can enjoy your whiskey with. That's on period.
Accurate.
The amount of people you can enjoy your spirit with. I truly have the best experiences in whiskey because of people I've shared my whiskey with. And I literally wait for people to actually meet with me to go, I've been waiting on you to open this bottle. I've been waiting on you to come to my house. Like I'm holding on to a stag, right? A George C. Stag for the day Bourbon Jeepers is going to walk into my house. Because I find every way to help this man. And he said, nope. Don't send me a bottle. I don't need it. I want to drink it with you. And I say, you know what?
That's why this isn't opened yet.
You got it.
That's why because I'm opening this with you. That's why this isn't open.
I want and truly we have opportunity to meet up, opportunity to share things together. Thank you, Morgan. And I will truly tell you right now, it's the experience, right? I can't wait to go to Florida, right? To meet with you. I can't wait to be in New Orleans to meet with somebody like Spectre. I can't wait to be in Colorado to meet like somebody with Emily. I can't wait to actually be in North Carolina to meet with some like people like Jones and Mans and all the other people. I can't wait to be in Texas
to me like somebody like Rosie, right? So
Oh yeah.
all these things, you can buy those things at Walmart. I can't wait to go to VA because I have so many places. I want to go to Bowman, right? I want to go to VA distillery for their single malt. I want to meet somebody like So Drum Good, Jeff Rabbit, like all these VA Bourbon Hunter, all these people that are there, right? Where truly you'll be an experience of a kind. So
Yes, sir.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And for you DMV people, I also may have an something for y'all as well. Thank you, Spectre. But that's one of those people where I said truly create relationship. Okay, truly create relationship. Don't do that frivolous online bullshit that people do. I'm telling y'all right now. that frivolous online bullshit that people are doing, don't do that. Walk to people's house, shake their hand, right? Walk into their environment. If they're an asshole, they're an asshole. If they're good people, they're good people. If nothing else, you made yourself a friend. That's it. Everything else, irrelevant. Irrelevant. I'll be honest. So, thank y'all so much for being with us this Monday. I'm surprised no one is getting on your case about industry night. Your buddy always come at 10 and go industry night.
Industry night.
Let's go. Jeff, you chuck to that. We are going to go to our favorite part. Right? We are going to go to our favorite part and we're going to show it. Advice that does not suck. Let's give an advice that does not suck. Today's Monday sucks. Let's give an advice that does not suck.
Slow down. That's it. Slow down.
Okay.
Remind yourself to slow down.
That's a serious advice.
That's it. Someone told me that this week. And I was like, damn.
Slow down.
Slow down.
Advice that does not suck. Slow down. What's my advice that does not suck? My advice that does not suck will be, if someone tell you they don't like you, believe them.
Damn.
I know I went a little dark on you there.
No, it's good. That's good to hear that though.
If somebody tells you they don't like you, believe them. If somebody insults you, believe them.
Yep.
If somebody calls you something, believe them. The whole, I didn't mean that. That's bullshit.
Yeah, you did.
Don't believe I didn't mean that. If somebody tells you something about you when they're pointing their finger at you and telling you something, believe them. Thank you, Tim. Thanks for joining tonight. If somebody tells you something, believe them. Believe them. So you're a bitch. Believe them. They mean it. Later on, they can pretend that they don't like you. They didn't mean that, but believe them. Truly believe them. Thank you all always for being here and always supporting us. Robert, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
That dude's the truth right there.
Yeah. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to work together. You know, that's the funny thing is the amount of people that, you know, we are getting to know in the industry and appreciate what we're putting out there. But we can't really, won't be here without y'all. Won't be here every Monday without y'all. I love talking to Tim, but sometimes it's almost fun to actually get people involved in. Robert, thank you so much. Pastor 3 Gate 1, 2, 3. Isn't it kind?
Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? Yeah, dude.
So thank you. Thank you so much for y'all being here. I'm now going to have dinner because it's the time for me to have dinner.
Tonight is dinner time.
Tonight is dinner time. I appreciate everything, every single one of y'all. I appreciate you guys being here every time for us, every Monday. We have a lot of announcement coming in. This Monday was supposed to be Star Wars, but we were unable to actually do it. So next Monday, you guys that are on my list, you'll get your package this week. And next Monday, which will be my birthday show. Sunday is my birthday. Next Monday, we are gonna have my birthday show, and it'll be Star Wars on. And next Sunday is gonna be Tim's birthday, and we'll be having good times on at that time.
Good times. It's gonna be a slightly
that'll be a spicy show. So
slightly
don't
spicy,
slightly spicy.
controversial.
So we'll be on, and we'll be ready to actually help you out and put things out there. Yes, July 25th is my birthday, so that's next Sunday. Oh, yeah,
August 2nd. August 2nd is my birthday.
It's his birthday. So I appreciate every single one of y'all. And we appreciate you being here. We can't wait to have you on. And on that note, we will be out.